What's going on, Bears fans? Coming back after another edition of Bear Down Forever. And it's game day. The Bears are traveling to hostile territory to take on the Cheesy Heads tonight in the Sunday night football matchup, the matchup of the oldest rivalry in the NFL. And so we're gonna start with the injury report. So the Bears injury report is it's a little short, but once again, wide receiver Velus Jones Jr. is on there, and his game status is doubtful. Kerry Blasingame, fullback, he has for personal. His game status is unspecified. Riley Reef has a shoulder injury, and his game status is unspecified as well. So I just really hope that whatever it is, I know it's the hamstring. So the hamstring that's ailing Velus Jones Jr., that he can get 100% healthy, because I don't want him to try and get out there too early and then he'll be out even longer. So I just really want him to get healthy and get it together, because we all know how soft tissue injuries are, being Bear fans, dealing with players like Kevin White and Alshon Jeffrey. So we know what it's like dealing with them tissue injuries. So for the Cheesy Heads, their their injury report has quite a few players on it. So their offensive tackle, David Bakhtiari, he's listed as questionable. He has a knee injury. Guard Jake Harrison, he has a shoulder injury. He is not specified. Elgin Jenkins, he has a knee injury. He's listed as questionable. Wide receiver Alan Lazard, it's an ankle injury. He's listed as questionable. Defensive back Kelson Nixon, he has a shoulder and he's unspecified. Guard John Runyon, concussion, he's questionable. Inside linebacker Quay Walker has a shoulder. He's non-specified. And tight end Mercedes Lewis has not specified, but it's just rest day. So I do believe that Alan Lazard is definitely going to play. That's just the way I feel about it. From the stuff that I saw during the week and everything, that he should be back. And it's a possibility that David Bakhtiari might play, but we shall see. I don't think Runyon will play because of the concussion. So, you have to clear a concussion protocol, and I'm not sure if he has cleared it yet. But yeah, so Cheesy Heads on one of their defensive backs, Jair Alexander. He poked some fun at the Bears, and it sucks. It really sucks, because it's he has a right to do it, because they are on the top of this rivalry and everything. And me as a fan, it made me mad. Now I'm hoping that it made the players mad, because they go out there, because these are grown men, who get paid a lot of money to be physical and to do some things. So I'm hoping that they get upset about him. First he said that he wanted to be a shutout. I can't, he talked about that defense. He said he wanted to be a shutout, and then he said things could be worse. I could be a Bear fan. Yeah, that made me mad. Yeah, I'm still. I don't know if y'all can see the steam, but I'm steaming. So, and I do believe that they saw this. I don't know how they could not, but I do believe in my heart of hearts that they can beat this team. I believe that the Bears can beat this team. So I believe that first and foremost, they got to keep the penalties to a minimum. Got to keep the penalties to a minimum. They did a great job of that last week. They have to do that again this week. The Bears elevated Dieter Iceland from the practice squad to the active roster. So He's going to be the backup for Sam Mustafa at center. So I believe that they'll be rotating Lucas and they'll be rotating Lucas and Tevin Jenkins again. And Lucas Patrick, I should say. Lucas is his first name. But I know Lucas Patrick's going to play, and he's going to play a lot because he's an honorary captain, and this is his former team. But I think Tevin Jenkins needs to be on the field a lot. I really do. I'm serious. I mean, Tevin Jenkins looked amazing last week. Him and Bourne together, they were awesome. And just watching the game and watching the all 22 and just rewatching stuff and looking at highlights and stuff, you can see Tevin Jenkins' football IQ. The way he's on the block. And while he's on the block, he's reading to see if anybody else is coming. Because sometimes, he was on a double team, and he's like, okay, you got it, so I can step off it and go make the other block. The man is his football intelligence is there, and I mean he needs to be on the field, and I trust our coaching staff, and I support them 100%. I just hope that they continue to put things in the right direction. And don't get me wrong, I think Lucas Patrick definitely does need to be on the field getting some plays in because he's going to be the center. And I think it's smart that they're not putting him at center, especially with his bad thumb, because it's hard to snap the football. But I really do believe that Jenkins should be out there a lot. So, but we're going to see what's going to happen with that. I'm just a little tight because looking at it's always so much negativity about the Chicago Bears. They're saying that there's no help for Justin Fields, and getting the defensive players. The everybody that they drafted this draft was to help Justin Fields. Starting with the two defensive backs, they were there to help Justin Fields. Because again, I know I said this before, and I apologize to y'all for reiterating stuff. But in the game that was played last week, the defense held tight, they held together, and they held the 49ers to only 10 points. Yeah, I know it's a monsoon. Anybody want to make the excuse, well, it was a monsoon. It was coming down. Yeah, both teams had to play in it. It wasn't like the 49ers had to play in the monsoon and the Bears played on the bright, sunny weather or vice versa. They both had to play in the same weather conditions. The Bears' defense held them to 10 points. Yeah, I know. Lance missed the tight end was wide open and everything. He overthrew him. Okay, yeah, it happens. But it's part of the game. The defense still held them to 10 points regardless. Regardless of how you shake it, they held them to 10 points. And another thing, just like in the game last week, the defense held up. Now, last season, the defense didn't hold up. Now, I know it's only one game this season. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's only one game. That's all we got to look at. But them players that they drafted, they drafted a corner, a safety, and a wide receiver their first three picks. Then they drafted, linemen and defensive players and everything. But I'm like, listen, these guys all played well. Even the undrafted rookie linebacker that they signed, Jack Sanborn, has played well. And I know he's a primary a special teams player right now, but I think that he's going to develop and he's going to be a key piece on this team in the future. But I mean, this team has a lot to offer and a lot to bring to the table, and they're going to surprise a lot of people. So, oh yeah, I went off topic. I back to my keys. So they got to keep the penalties down. They got to stuff the run, and they have to play tight on the they have to have good coverage on the corners, and they got to get to number 12. They got to get to number 12 because I mean I'm not going to try and trash him because dude's electric. He's a future Hall of Famer. There's no questions about that. You know, people may say, "Oh, well, his personality." I don't know him personally. I just know that he plays for the Cheesy Heads. He's the enemy, but he's a phenomenal player. But they can beat them. I believe in my heart of hearts that they could beat these dudes. So that's it. I just wanted to say that to y'all. I'm going to say that. So do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all Bear fans, y'all know Bear fans. Come check out this Bear fan. And we going to bear down so hard tonight while beloved Bears are beating up on them cheesy heads. Yes, 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 yes. We going to bear down forever because that's what we do. That's how it is. And I mean, on that note, all right, y'all. I'm out of here.